This is the card we're going to be doing today. Isn't it pretty? It is stunning. This is for my aunt. We're celebrating her birthday this weekend, and I believe she's 90 years old. So her favorite color is blue, and her favorite flower is a yellow rose. So I think I've covered both bases here. So we will get started. I use the Layers of Beauty stamp set, the dies, and the mask. I love these masks. Just, they work so wonderfully well with the stamp sets. And I use the Happy Birthday from Unbounded Love. And I use the Birchwood 3D embossing folder for the designer series paper. And I use the Country Woods designer series paper. And it is this one here with that stunning, it looks like wood paneling on the back. It is gorgeous. So we will get started. Now I did one up, and then I cut it all out except for the leaves, and I will cut those out when we're doing it. Just makes it easier if I keep the leaves attached and then color it, or as I'm putting the flower down, then I cut off the leaf and do it too. It just, so I don't have to hunt to see which leaf goes with which flower and where it goes. So we're going to start with this. I have stamped it already, and I am getting my I'm putting this on the back. Now I am going to get out my first, it says number 1 there, and I am going to line this up. Once I get it lined up, then I am going to put it straight down and get out a piece of Scotch tape and put it there. So I am also going to bring in my colors. I'm using Peach Pie, Lemon Lolly for the flowers, Granny Apple Green for the greenery. I'm using Misty Moonlight, which is the same color as the designer series paper, for the Happy Birthday. And the Pecan Pie is for the small flower centers. And I stamped it in basic gray because this is a light flower, so I didn't want a black, like a stark, dark background, like outline. So I wanted it to be lighter. And so that's what I went with. There we go. I must have moved it as I put it down. But anyways, I can put those out of the way and get out my Lemon Lolly, because that's the main color I'm using for the roses. Now you can do different, like you could leave it like that if you want, but I want it a little bit darker than that. I don't want it too light. I don't want it too dark. So it takes a couple minutes to do the whole thing basically. But it just takes a few rounds. I like to go in circles. So it takes a few rounds going around and around and around. And then I'm going to just lift it off to see. And you can see that's a beautiful color. So I am going to put this aside. I'm not going to completely shut it up because I need it again. But I also need this one, and this is Peach Pie. And I want to make sure that I just do the flowers up here. Normally you would do it all the same color and it usually works out beautifully, but I look at it, it's a different flower, so I wanted a different color, if that makes sense to you. It would take away from the yellow rose if I had it all the same color, right? See how pretty that is? It just, I don't know, just makes it look really nice. So I am going to put this aside. I take that away and I bring this one in. And now I know, cover this up so I don't have problems, because I am an accident waiting to happen. So I know that it's pretty straight down here. So then I just have to move it into the spot. Well, Cheryl, it's got to be like that. And if I can get these centers, this in the right position, covering it, then I know I've got it right. So I am going to take my lemon lolly again, and I am just going to darken this. I don't want it too dark, because this is a light flower. But I want you to be able to see the color that I did. So we're going to check it. And see, you can barely see it, so I'm going to go a little bit more so that you can see it more. That's why, one of the reasons why I didn't want the first coat to be that dark too. See, now you can see it. So we're going to go, we've finished with that. Now we need this. And we're going to, whoa, I need to go off on the side here so that it's not too dark. There we go. Now take this off, put it over there, bring this one in, and find the centers. And once I found the centers, I put this down, get this out, and I do not want to do this too heavy. See, isn't that pretty? That it's just so light. Just want to get a little bit darker over there. Isn't that pretty? So now I'm finished with this color too, and I'm gonna stick them over here. Bring out my Pecan Pie. And I'm doing the center of the flowers. So how's everybody today? It's nice and warm here. My son-in-law would say, it's too hot. But he's working, I'm not. It makes a difference, and it is a warm one out there. He's a mechanic, so he doesn't get a break. Like, I feel sorry for him. He's a little bit on the heavy side, so he's got that going against him, and then he's got the mechanic shop that does not do any air conditioning, so he's there with hardly a breeze, and yeah, it's not very pleasant. And I really feel sorry for him, because he notices the heat on a good day, and when it's like this, it's just unbelievable for him. Okay, I'm gonna put these aside. I'm gonna bring in my green, and I'm gonna clean up my mess over here so I don't introduce those colors into the leaves. There we go. Now, maybe I should have dried that off. Usually I do dry it off, but this time I didn't, and it's like, I should have. If you could like and subscribe to the channel, that would, if you are not already subscribed, that would be a big help. It helps with the YouTube putting my videos out. I don't understand why I keep losing, going up 1 or 2 and going down 3 or 4. It's like, this is crazy. It shouldn't, every time we get a new subscriber, I shouldn't lose one. And then the one that I did get not show up. Oh. So, if you could subscribe, that would be wonderful. I'd love to get to 1,000 people. I watch YouTubes, and they're wanting to get to 50,000 or 100,000, and I'm like, I just like to get to 1,000. Oh, it's crazy. But if you do subscribe, you'll be notified when I put out a video, and I am I'm not consistent on time frame. I have to work around my son-in-law, and 'cause I don't want to bother him when he's down here. So I just have during the day, and then Bill wants me to help him in do something, whether it be in the garden or whatever. He wants me to help him. So yeah, my time gets very limited down here some weeks. The one week I think it was Tay was down here 3 out of the 4 days, I think it was. It was just bizarre. But we managed. I just wasn't able to put out a video one week. Which isn't what I want, but I can only do what I can do. So I'm going to clean this off, and then I'm going to die cut this, and I will be right back. This is the die cut right here. And I fit it on here, like that. And I have this tape. These work so well. It's, I will show you. It is Post-it, labeling, and cover-up tape. And then I just take a piece and I cut it in half, because you don't need the whole piece. And then I use it several times. Like I just put it back here, like I did there, and I reuse it. So I've had this for a long time already. I don't know, probably a year. I should have taken that off there first. I forgot about that. That one should have gone first. And now line up. There we go. Now I'll be right back. I'm back. So just take these off. There we go. And then I put them back here. Oh my goodness. I like to put things back as I use them. Then I don't lose them. I use them and then I can lose them. And I don't like that at all. I don't know if you want to do this, but I go around each die with a pen, and then I know where they fit on this thing, and everything fits back in. Because sometimes you take them off and you cannot, for the life of you, get them to fit back on. So that's what I do. So now we will bring in this. Put that there. My glues are hidden. Isn't this pretty? And I don't know if you can see it, but I did emboss that with the birch wood embossing folder. every time. That's why I keep the pin close. I really think this side is pretty, but it just wouldn't have worked with the yellow. It needed to be a fairly plain background for these roses to stand out. Okay, so this is going to go on here. Now this, I hand cut that out because it fit in so beautifully if it was hand cut out. If I did a circle or whatever, an oval, just a straight piece, rectangle, whatever, it just wasn't going to fit in quite as nice. But this way it fits in beautifully. There we go. Now this piece goes like that. So we're going to stop that and put this aside for a minute, and I'm going to get this. Oh, I put fresh on here and the tape didn't stick. There we go. But anyways, I am going to cut this, come in here, and it goes there. So I am going to cut around this. Just like that. And then I'm going to cut around this one. I know it's going to take me a few extra minutes cutting these out, but I'm just doing it to show you how much easier it is if you do them one at a time, because then you know where they go. So I am coming in here and I am making this dimensional. It's puffing up. See how it's doing that? So what I am doing is making sure this is the bottom, and then I'm doing it in the center. So this goes right here, and then I'm putting it down, and I'm making sure that it's pretty well lined up, but I want it to be attached at the base. Now this one, I'm going to do the same thing. And you go the length of the leaves. So I am going to use my tweezers, and it goes right there. Now if you don't want to do this, you don't have to. It just makes it very special for my aunt, and she is the only she's the youngest of the family, and she's the only surviving, she's the youngest of the family, and she's the only surviving, she's the youngest of the family, and she's the only surviving, she's the youngest of the family, and she's the only surviving, she's the youngest of the family, and she's the only surviving, she's the youngest of the family, and she's the only surviving, she's the youngest of the family, and she's the only surviving, she's the youngest of the family, and she's the only surviving, she's the youngest of the family, and she's the only surviving, she's the youngest of the family, and she's the only surviving, she's the youngest of the family, and she's the only surviving, she's the youngest of the family, and she's the only surviving, she's the youngest of the family, and she's the only surviving, she's the youngest of the family, and she's the only surviving, she's the youngest of the family, and she's the only surviving, she's the youngest of the family, and she's the only surviving, she's the youngest of the family, and she's the only surviving, she's the youngest of the family aunt from that generation. All my other aunts and uncles and my mom and dad are all gone. So it's kind of nice to see this goes here and this one goes there. So I am going to take off the stems. You don't need the stems. If I put that aside, maybe it'll be easier. Now I am going to go right in here. My cousins, her kids, are putting on a party for the nieces and nephews, not the great nieces and nephews or anything, but just the nieces and nephews, and their entire family, of course, the grandkids and great grandkids and all that this weekend. So I'm looking forward to that. I saw my cousins, hadn't seen them for years, literally years and years and years. We used to have family reunions, but a couple of the cousins, they never came, unfortunately. And it was the one that I was closest to when I was growing up. She never came. She had a family. She had 2 kids within 14 months, I think it was. She didn't realize when she was that young that you could get pregnant when you were breastfeeding. She found out. Yeah, she had, but she just had the 2. But it still was challenging, let's say, to have 2 so close. So I'm just doing it along the bottom and just in the center of that one. And I'm turning it to fit. Right like that. And then I have this little inky dinky one. You probably wouldn't need to do this one because it is covered up by the bow mostly. Now we're going to do this one. Isn't this a pretty rose? I love roses. We have a beautiful pink rose. It's a hot pink rose at the front of the house, and it is just loaded with flowers. Some are coming, some are going, but it is gorgeous. Make sure I get that right and know where I'm going to glue. And yep, I got it in the right spot, so I got gluey fingers. How did I get glue in there? That's weird. So, scissors. I cut this one almost all off. There we go. make sure you trim the, I suppose you wouldn't have to trim it as close as I did, but I just like it trimmed just in case it can be seen. And it goes right here. Put the glasses up so I can see. They tend to slip down on my nose. There we go. Now go out. Don't forget to go out. Follow the leaf pattern. Now, this around. Most of this set of leaves is glued down because of the being so small. There. Hold it for a couple seconds. And one more. And then we can put things together. And that's right there. So always have to find find where it goes. And find it. It goes here and here. Just like that. Isn't that pretty? It just is so pretty in real life. I hope you can see it over the video. But anyways, I am going to bring this in and I thought I'd better shut the video off again because this is taking a fair bit of time, and if I get too long, Bill has a terrible time getting it to download with the program that he uses. So I just stop it every once in a while and come turn it right back on, but it helps him. And he's so good to me, helping me with everything. I want to help him as much as I can. It's not what I wanted. My fingers are sticky. Get it in there where it's not raised and make sure they're stuck down. Yeah, I got glue right in there. Weird. I don't know how I do these things. But anyways, I do, so oh well, what you gonna do? So now I am bringing in my, oh, there's another one. Stay piece of tape, stay, and not to me, because I am doing the inside and the envelope right now, and I am using this one and this one. And this is the main one that I use. So it's this one, and this one. And I'm using it basic gray because I don't want it to be really trying to keep my, I just changed them. I try to keep them clean for a little while at least. Just like that. And the envelope. Oh, this glue keeps, everything keeps sticking and wanting to come with me. There. And there. So, on the first one, I did peach pie, and on this one, I'm going to do lemon lolly, and you can let me know which one you like the best, the peach pie or the lemon lolly. And it doesn't take too long to do this. And don't forget that you have to put in the envelope, you have to have a piece of paper because it bleeds through. I try to remember to say that every time, just in case I have somebody new that's watching and didn't know that. So that's lemon lolly, and I'm doing the center's pecan pie. The green, there it is. This is Granny Apple Green. There we go. I thought this little set of flowers was cute. And then I didn't have to do the whole great big rose on here. And there's the piece of paper. And this goes in here. See how it bleeds? There we go. So that part is done, and now I have a bowl that I did for something else, and so I thought I would use it on here. I will show you how I did it though. Lovely. I have one here for some strange reason. I'm trying to find my take your pick tool, remove it from there and put it here. There we go. Now I didn't use any dimensionals on this. Let me see. But I'm using the rhinestones. Let me do the rhinestones first. I'm using the small ones. There we go. Now I will show you how I do my bow, and then we will be done. This is just a meat fork with 4 tines and 3 holes. It's a serving spoon, fork for meat. Ooh. See that? Then I just come back here and I pull, and I tie it, and I pull it in the direction I want it to go, like just like that, and then cut it off. So we will get this out of the way. And there's 2 envelopes. Which envelope do you like the best with this? I thought I would do the yellow one to go with my aunt's because of her preference for yellow, but I kind of like pulling this peach pie out for the other one. So let me know what you think. Thanks so much for being here. I truly appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to spend it with me. It means so much. Thanks. Bye now.